Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're finally going to be using this Book Club paper pad from Michaels that I own 2 of, and I'm not ashamed to say that, for a project, and it is called a loaded pocket. And now this is not my original idea. I saw it when I was looking for something somewhere. I think I saw it on Pinterest, and I was like, oh, that is so cute. Now I'm going to link down below where I got it from so you can check it out for yourself, because her original pattern has like all kinds of fun things that go with it, like sticky note holders and nail file holder and tea bag holders. I'm not doing it that way, so I will end up linking that down below. Okay, so the only thing that we need right now is scoreboard. So I'm going to score at 3 1/4 on both sides. So I'm just going to turn it so I don't have to do the math. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it this way. Now this is single-sided paper. She used double-sided paper. I'm using single-sided paper, but I'm using 2 sheets. I have another sheet here so I can cover the white space because I really just wanted to use this paper. And I'm going to score at 3 3/4 from the bottom. Okay, and that is all the scoring that we need to do. So what you need to do is fold up the bottom piece. I'm just folding up the score lines right now, okay? So we're folding our score lines like so. And then this gets folded up like this, okay? Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold this back to the edge like so. And we're going to do the same for the other piece. We're going to fold back. I got to fold it so I can see these edges up here like so. So you have this nice little, it looks like a shirt, little shirt. So now what I want to do, I'm going to glue those down. But right now I want to measure. We need a 5" by 5.5" piece of this other 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. I've been like filming like crazy because I had time to come down here and I have so much crap surrounding me right now. So I need what? 5" by 5.5. So let's cut this to right 5.5 that way. Good thing I checked. 5.5 this way. And then 5" this way, and then I'm guessing 3 3/4 because that's where I scored. So I'm just going to cut it at 3 3/4 this way. Okay. Yeah, the match is that way. Okay, so we're going to put this aside. I'm done with this. Everything else that I want to put in the pocket are coming from the cut aparts. All right, so I want to glue these flaps down right here. So we're going to glue these down so they're not... Now, after this, I just using her for her measurements. The rest is just me doing whatever I think is right for my project, okay? Like I said, I will link her down below. She has a really nice PDF that you can download. And then what I'm going to do is glue these together like so. All right, and then I'm going to take this piece here and it's going to get glued on here. So now we made double-sided paper. I also need then to cover the back. Okay, so we're just going to lay this down. I'm going to get it up as close to that edge as I can because this is going to be folded into a pocket down here, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't. And also always you guys make sure that you why is that like that? That you, I can't even think. make sure you're not going over your score lines. You still want to be able to fold things. Okay, so we're going to put this one here like so. You know what? I'm going to make an executive decision. And this is what I'm going to do. And if you would like to do this, you also can do this. But I am just going to cut. I don't need these. So I'm just going to cut these off because it's just making the pocket bulkier. So I'm just going to trim these off. So if I made this again, I would trim these off immediately. Because you don't need them. Just making it bulkier, and I don't want any more bulk. Okay? Alright, so if you're making this, cut these off. These are the 3 3/4 by 3 1/4 little pieces. Just cut them off. It's not worth the hassle of all that bulk. And then I'm going to glue this down like this. So now we have 2 pockets. Well, as soon as I glue it down. But I want to punch a thumb notch in here first. Let me grab my, I'm just lining it up as what I think is the middle. And now we're just going to glue this down. If you don't want to trim these off, you could also trim right here and wrap them around the back. So you could have just left them flapping like this and then wrap them around and glued them on the back. Okay? So here we go. Here is our little pocket. And let me cut the piece to go on the back, which is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay. So let's do 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we'll cut this to 5 1/2. And then 8 1/4. All right. Put these off to the side. Grab this and we'll glue this down. And now you could also make this in a pocket if you wanted to, since I'm not using a double-sided piece of paper and I'm making my own. I could have made this into a pocket, but I don't think I'm gonna need it as a pocket. All right. So there we go. We now have our own double-sided piece of paper. And I grabbed a bunch of the cut aparts to use. So I'm going to pause and cut these apart because I'm not going to use all of them as cut aparts. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut out something from all of the cut apart sheets. I have this Read All Night Club I want to glue down. Right here as some decoration. And then I have this piece here, put in the pocket, as well as this one here. I have this book club rating and one of the bookmarks. Okay, I went and I grabbed a book off my bookshelf so I could show you that if I was giving a book as a gift, this is what I would add to the book. I would make this pocket. I would have the book. I would wrap the book. I would put this on there, and I would also add maybe tea bags, some page flags. You know what I mean, for annotating. I can't think of what they're actually called. I would add in, let's see, I have these sitting here, so this is what we're going to use. I would add in, let's say, a pen. Actually, I would probably put it this way so it wouldn't ruin the pocket. A pen, a mild liner, and then after it was wrapped, I would take twine or ribbon and I would wrap this up, and this would be the gift. And I think this would be a great gift. You can put some tea bags in here, like I said, the page What are they called? It's going to drive me nuts. Or if somebody doesn't like using that, they do make, I have some here, washi tape that is like highlighter washi tape. You can add that in. You can add all kinds of stuff and then wrap it up really nice, and that would be an amazing gift. As somebody who loves to read, this would be a great gift. It'd be an awesome gift. So that's what I would do. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.